Welcome to another Demarcation Media Top 10 video. Christmas is coming up very quickly, and 2024 has been quite a year. So today, what I want to do is I want to give you guys a little bit of a gift guide for 2024. All the coolest models, building toys, collectibles that I have seen over the year. This is great if you are looking for a gift for somebody or if you're looking for something to put on your wish list. Now, before we jump into it, just want to give a little bit of a side note that, the stuff isn't what Christmas is about. That's not the reason why we have Christmas. If you want to know the reason why we have Christmas, I highly recommend you read the book of Matthew. That being said, let's go ahead and jump into the number 10 slot. Coming in at number 10, we have the pirate ship Voyage. Now, LEGO has been really overpriced lately, and a lot of the sets are really not accessible for a lot of the fans. However, the LEGO Minecraft line has been consistently pumping out great sets for really good prices too. This particular set really caught my eye because you got a boat, a camel, a squid, a pirate, a female pirate, and a little dock, all for 15 bucks. I thought the price was wrong. I really did. I went ahead and grabbed it because I thought they mispriced it, and I found out later, no, that's actually the retail price. It makes me feel like when I used to go into stores and get LEGO as a kid. It's just cool. You get the boat, you get the two figures, you get the camel for them to ride on. I am quite impressed. So this is a great starter set if you've never gotten LEGO Minecraft before. It's also just a great add-on. Like if you already got a bunch of Minecraft stuff like I do, this just fits in pretty much anywhere. Yes, it's inaccurate to the game, but it's cool, so who cares? This is available all over the place. I will have links for as many of these things as possible down in the description, so make sure you check that or check the pinned comment. But yeah, if you're a LEGO fan, if you're a Minecraft fan, this set is well worth taking a second look at because there's so much packed into such a little price point. It's great. Number 9. If you're a Marvel fan, you are going to like this one. I've found randomly, or somebody told me, I don't remember, about these little Iron Man figures that looked very similar to Mega. And I was like, that's weird. So I bought a case and they were really cool. So I bought a second case and there's a lot of them available now. I think it's marks 1 through 14, but basically they're just slightly larger than a Mega figure, model kit action figure things of Iron Man, and they're really affordable on AliExpress. They're pretty darn good quality. You've got some hiccups here and there, weird paint, loose joints, but all in all, I am really impressed, and they honestly look better than some of the like Marvel Legends and larger figures. If you like Iron Man, give these guys a try. They also come with all of their like blast effects, and there's flight stands for all of them. You get different variants too, like the suitcase armor. You even get Mark 1. It's really cool, and I've been anxiously keeping an eye on the stores that sell these because I really would like to see the next wave. I'm really looking forward to the next wave. So yeah, if you're looking for something to put on your desk, something to pose, something you even carry around in your pocket while you're going out and about, one of these guys would do great. They're just so much fun to fiddle with, pose around, and they look great on camera as well. Alright, so number 8 is a big one. This is the Funwhole Neon City Cyberpunk apartment. This is one I got fairly recently, and holy moly, this thing is so cool. Now, this is not a set to get if you're looking for figures. The figures for Funwhole sets are, as of right now, garbage. Not worth it. But the builds themselves, the lighting features, wow. This thing on display is absolutely stunning. And it works perfectly for either Mega figures or LEGO figures. The parts quality is so good, I don't really feel worried about sticking my LEGO figures to their studs, because in some cases, it's almost unnoticeable that it's not LEGO. This comes in at about $170, which for 2,500 parts, also with light panels and animated lights, this thing is well worth the price. And honestly, the other Funwhole sets are as well. This one in particular just really hits a different vibe than usual, and I am all for it. Be aware though, this thing is not small and you're gonna need some serious shelf space for it, particularly in the height. It is not a short build. Like, I can't even fit it on any of my shelves because the little antenna on top just goes too high. Coming in at number 7, we have a Gundam. Now, I don't really review Gundams on this channel, but I sure do love building a Gundam. I've gotten a lot of Gundams. I love customizing Gundams. I love kit bashing Gundams. And whenever new Gundams come out, I am very curious. I particularly am curious whenever it's an offshoot of the Build Fighters kind of line. And this right here is the 00 Command, I think you just say Quanta. Anyway, I'm gonna call it Quanta because that sounds pretty good. This is the Command Quanta. And now, I don't think this came out this year. No, it didn't. It came out a while ago. But this particular one really stood out to me. First of all, it's very like, I don't know, Halo-esque. It's got that military green. It's got the extra weapons and stuff. So I could really see this alongside UNSC type stuff, which is what caught my interest initially. Also, haha, big sword, go burr. I really love when Gundams have big swords. And this is not like your standard, ooh, he has a katana. This is like, oh, he's got like a broadsword and he's about to beat you with a broadsword. That's really cool. And also, it's the first time we've gotten a proper sized Command Gundam-esque. But the really, really, really cool thing is there are 2 variants of this. There is the green one, but if that's not your cup of tea, there is a Desert Ops version. It's just the same loadout, just completely colored for Desert Ops. So cool. I think both options would be great. I would love to have both options on the shelf. Right now I have the green one, and I think he looks fantastic. Even, like, mine is not finished yet. I'm still in the midst of weathering him, but the green lends itself so well to the heavy weathering, and it looks great even half finished. Articulation is pretty solid too. I don't really have many complaints there. So if you're looking for a good, easy, fun build, look no further. There's also barely any stickers, which is a huge win in my book. It's been a pretty weird year for Mega, but despite that, coming in at the number 6 spot, we have the Arctic Burn Wasp. Now, this one was met with a bit of controversy when it was released. I think everybody forgot how many Wasps had been released by Mega in the span of their time making Halo sets. This is number 3, and this one is by far the best. Yes, perhaps the Arctic camo isn't your cup of tea, which is understandable, but the build and quality of this set is, yes, perfect, absolutely perfect, and you also get a little side build with it. The figures in this set are also just really, really nice. Yes, they're multiplayer Spartans, but dang, are they nice multiplayer Spartans. And it's readily available, which is another massive win. So if this is not one you already have in your collection, I highly recommend you pick up one. In addition, you can also get a coating that goes in-game so your Wasp can look like this in Halo Infinite, which I think is pretty slick. So, Arctic Burn Wasp. You might be a classic Halo fan, but I highly recommend you give this one a shot. I love it. It's also really swooshable. Like, it just, it's nice. It's really nice. Give it a shot. At this point, if you haven't heard about Blokees, I don't know what you're doing with your life, because Blokees is everywhere. It was a big thing in Asia, especially China for a while, and now it's coming to the US in stores. It's great. And I say it as the Blokees brand, but in particular, Galaxy version 01. This comes in the number 5 spot. This is essentially little buildable model kits that's kind of cross between Lego and Gundam of G1 Transformers, with all kinds of authentic details, with accessories, and you can get them in blind boxes. This particular wave is showing up in the US in Walmarts, which is awesome. What's not to love about having a tiny little chibi Optimus and Megatron on your desk, on your shelf, in your backpack, carrying around with you? I really like them. I personally am not a huge fan of transformable Transformers, most of the time because either bot mode or vehicle mode has to be a compromise. Usually it's bot mode. Bot mode looks wonky proportions or they don't pose well. I like bot mode, that's what interests me. If I want a model of a car, I'm just gonna get a model of a car. So these little guys were exactly what I was looking for. Solid, posable, and buildable. In addition, if you're really lucky, you can end up with a metallic, shiny, rare version of Optimus, which is pretty awesome. So if you haven't checked out Blokees, or if you already have Galaxy version 01, I highly recommend all of their products. But Galaxy version 01 is a fantastic place to start if you're a Transformers fan. And these are great for kids. I've given some to my younger brothers, and they're really that solid. Like, they can hold up to play. So if you are looking for some Transformers kits, or if you're a parent looking for some Transformers to give your kids that won't fall apart, this is what you're looking for. Like, seriously, this is really good. Number 4. I don't often review Black Series on this channel. I think I've only done like 2 or 3. But I do like Black Series, just not every Black Series figure. I tend to go more towards the Troopers and whatnot. However, they did a Mando based on Book of Boba Fett. Now, keep in mind, this is mainly for the Book of Boba Fett one. There is an almost identical version that's slightly stripped down. I'll talk about that in a second. But this Mando was not only affordable, but he looked the best out of any of the Mando figures I had seen. I was originally looking at Mafex, but it was just so pricey. And then I heard weird things about like quality and whatnot. So when this came out, I hopped on it after seeing some photos in the Squad 45 Discord server. And I am very happy with this. He's solid in terms of articulation. There's some weird bits because, you know, he's a Black Series figure, so there are some parts I'm like, I wish for more. But the end result is the nicest looking Mando we have gotten in figure form yet. He's got a cloth cape, he comes with a removable jetpack, he's got his pistol, he's got the Darksaber with a removable blade, he has a useless little vibro knife that literally cannot fit in his hand. It's really good. I was tempted to weather him, but the more I've had him, I'm like, I kind of don't want to change how he looks. He just looks that good. Like, seriously. There is another version where it's the Mines of Mandalore version, and he's got a hard cape, no jetpack. I don't think he's got the Darksaber. Maybe he does have the Darksaber, but he doesn't have a jetpack, and he doesn't have the cloth cape, and I really wanted the cloth cape. To me, the cloth cape makes this guy feel so much more premium. Although, if you can't get a hold of this guy, the Mines of Mandalore one will do just fine. You could just remove the plastic cape and add a cloth cape yourself. But yeah, if you're looking for a Mando figure, this is it. This is the one. He's got everything. He's got the looks, he's got the price, he's got good articulation. I wanted him so I can take some photos, and I am still needing to take photos of him, but I'm really looking forward to it because he's just nice. He's really, really nice. So if you have a chance, and you know a Black Series collector who doesn't have this Mando, there's your gift right there. We are in the top 3 now, and in the number 3 spot, we have the Funwhole Western Saloon. So this one is a bit higher on the list than the Neon City apartment set because it feels like it fits Lego and Mega, particularly Mega, a lot better. It's got so much space inside. Like, you can get into the whole thing. The light feature is great. Lego also just doesn't give us, they don't give us cowboys anymore. They don't do the Western themes anymore. So getting this and being able to slot it in with Lego and Mega is a huge win. It's also pretty darn affordable for the size. The parts quality is really good, and the lighting feature really just brings the whole set together. I have big plans for this set. But yeah, if you got that cowboy itch, this set is what you're looking for. Or if you know somebody who's got that cowboy itch, this is also what you're looking for. Again, figures, absolute doo-doo, just terrible. But if you've got some Mega Cowboys or Lego Cowboys, you are all set. I may have cheated a little bit with the number 2 spot, because number 2 spot actually has 2 products, and that is the Blokees BAYVERSE figures. We've got Optimus and we've got Megatron. I was just gonna do Optimus because he's my favorite Blokees figure so far, but you can't do Optimus and not do Megatron because these guys go hand in hand. So if you want some very detailed, very posable, light up BAYVERSE replica figure model kits, whatever you want to call them, look no further. These guys have basically everything you would want. The accessories, the posing, the looks, like holy moly, there's so much detail packed onto these tiny little figures, and they are affordable. Each of these guys come in at around $17 to $20, which I feel like that's pretty fair. And there's not that many options out right now for good BAYVERSE Transformers. Like the actual transforming Transformers, most of those are super expensive. And then like Rebel Tech and 3-0 and whatnot, those are really, really expensive. So these guys hit an itch that I didn't know I had, and I absolutely love it. Like I said, this Optimus is by far my favorite of the Blokees figures. So if you're a BAYVERSE fan, or you know a BAYVERSE fan, come on. How can you pass these up? These are just too good. Too good. It's almost unreal how good they are. This is it. This is the number 1 spot. This is what I consider to be the best thing that I have reviewed in 2024. The Mega Construx Halo 2 character pack. This thing, wow. This is basically a dream come true for a lot of us. I'm sure even more so for those of you who are Halo 2 fans, like hardcore Halo 2 fans. I have yet to play Halo 2, please don't kill me. I'm working my way there, okay? CE just took me a while. But this has everything you need, plus some things that you don't need for a nice Halo 2 setup. Like some of these figures in here, the Brute Honor Guard, holy crap. The Halo 2 Anniversary ODST, yes. That might be the best figure of 2024. Flood forms, an elite counselor, Arbiter before he's Arbiter. Of course, you get Chief, you get Johnson, you get Tartarus, some Brutes. Like, oh my goodness. You also get translucent Prophet and translucent Spartans, which, they're all right, but those aren't the standouts. For 50 bucks, which 50 bucks is retail, you get a bang for your buck. Absolute just wow. And box design is also fantastic. So if you don't already have one of these, put it on your wish list or buy one for somebody. If you know a Halo fan who isn't a Mega fan, this is what you want to get, okay? These are absolutely fantastic for any Halo fan, even if they're not really a building toy fan, because you don't really have to build much here. Or you can also get multiples, because yes, some of these figures you don't want multiples of, but the ODST, the Marines, the Flood Forms, the Honor Guards, all of those you can get duplicates of. And then you have extra figures to give out as stocking stuffers. It's a win-win. And there you have it. That is the top 10 toys / collectibles / model kits for Christmas 2024. Whether you're looking for something to give a loved one or you're looking for something to put on your wish list, there's a little something for everybody here. And the best thing about all of these is there is some level of building or just play involved. You know, there's a lot of things that you can just kind of get it and then just kind of put it aside and move on with the holidays. But these things force you to slow down a little bit, to enjoy putting something together, to enjoy posing some figures. And I think that's really important. It's important to slow down. It's important to enjoy the Christmas season and not just speed through it. Let me know down in the comments, what would you put on your top 10 list of things for 2024? Whether it's building toys, model kits, Transformers, any of the above, What's your top 10 list? Let me know down in the comments, and I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas. I'll see you next time.